All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome again to another Hope Worldwide. My name is Roger,
Okay.
and what we would love to do for Hope Worldwide is to help at least one person, okay, with living free, uh, faith, freedom, and family. Okay. And so those are the things that we talk about. And we just got wrapped up in a convention. Day two was yesterday, today's day three. Day three is the final day of it. And we are tired. we are, we enjoyed every moment of it. Very lots of value. We wanted to share with you because we didn't do a video from yesterday. We wanted to combine them today for you, so you can we can share with you what some of the things that we learned. Uh, so, you like to go first, or
You go
okay?
first.
So I'll share cucumbers. Awesome stuff.
It's so good for you.
I like to put my cucumbers in with ginger and key lime, maybe sometimes pineapple, something like that. I really can't eat them just like this. I don't. I can't. I'm not there yet. I'm not growing to that level yet. So yeah. She's doing better than I.
I eat that in groups just because I love them. When you try mini cucumbers with this in the fridge, it's just such an easy snack, but it hydrates you. I don't know. There's something about them. So I hope it's not giving me like some sort of dependence, right? Because people think when we go to Costco, for example,
Yeah,
we grab 5 bags of them.
yeah.
Five
How many
bags.
do you eat a day, for example?
I could eat so anything between 7 to 10 a day. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I think it's
It's
helped
cool.
me a lot. Hydration, not cup hydration that with water that doesn't come from pipes. You know, it comes from yeah.
Did it
So
have electrolytes? Oh, okay, okay. It has minerals for sure, vitamins and minerals in it. But yeah, I'm not there for sure.
that's
So that's awesome. That's awesome that you're able to do that. So in terms of the business convention, though, one thing that I learned from yesterday involves discipline, and I'm also finding that I need to write things down more often to really mold them more, really absorb it, and that helps for me in personal and in business. So uh, discipline. Though if you're having trouble with anything, discipline in any way, shape, or form, you want to get something done, but you keep putting it off. You don't. Maybe you start it, but you don't finish it. Here's what you can. Here's what I've learned that I can do. Set a goal of what that thing is, right? And set actionable steps toward that goal, right? And every actionable step, you're not celebrating the result, or you're celebrating the actionable step. I finished this step today, 5 minutes ago, right? It lasted 2 minutes, it lasted 10 minutes, doesn't matter. Set that actionable step, and that will help you to become the person you'd like to be in that particular area. That was huge for me because sometimes I'm a person that I like to start. I say yes to a lot of things. My wife will attest to that. will attest to that.
it's a balance. It's a balance because I say no
Yeah. And so when I start something, I see the potential. I see why. The reason why I say is because I see the vision. I see the potential. I can do this. I have the end goal in mind. But then when I start doing it, then I kind of get, maybe if it takes too long, it gets a little tired. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is not what. A lot more things is happening right here, and I can't. It's taking a little. Let me move on to something else. Sometimes I do that, and so if I go ahead and set actionable those actionable steps and make them fun, it's up to me to complete those things, break them down to smaller chunks. That way they can get done, and I'm celebrating those small wins along the way, right? And eventually, whoa, it's done, right? You'll become the person in that area. And what the person said, the presenter said, is that what it looks like on the outside is to other people is discipline, but what it is for them is who they are. They just do this. It's a thing that they do um, in that moment, right? So it's awesome. Yeah, I absolutely love that.
Somebody spoke about that today, the contrast between results-based goals,
Results-based goals, yes.
results-based goals versus
Action.
actions-based goals. And a lot of people, when they set goals, they don't know, but they're actually setting results-based goals.
Mm.
Meaning that, let's say, for example, in a year I will be earning $50,000, for example, right? In our
Yeah.
business, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if the next month or the next 3 months you're earning $15,000 per month, then you think that you're a failure, right? Maybe the month after that you earn $20,000 per month, but the fact that it's still not 50,000, your mind, because you're looking for that result, your mind is saying you're a failure. Whereas if you're actually doing action-based marketing,
Yeah.
action-based goal,
Yeah.
your move up from 5 to 10 to 15, those are things that say you've grown, and that is what needs to be celebrated, right? So that it keeps you going. He was talking about how dopamine, like you get that dopamine release each time you accomplish a little itty bitty thing towards the $50,000 goal.
Yes.
So I think we can all learn from that. That instead of focusing on the results that seem way too far out, right? We focus on the little things that we accomplished in getting there. So it's really, that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That dopamine thing is really powerful because that's what makes us happy and want to be like, I want to keep going. I want to keep doing this, right?
Right.
And every time you feel that, you want to move to the next step. You want to keep going, right? And eventually you get to that result.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
Another thing for today, you want to share something from yesterday, or nothing? Are you
I'm
good?
just gonna listen and
Yeah.
then just add whatever.
All right, cool.
What we have.
So that was from yesterday. One thing or a few things from yesterday. Something from today. We had 3 speakers today, all very, very valuable. I want to share one thing from today, which was specifically around shedding off things that hold you back, right? So it says if you'd like to do something, if you say, for example, I want to be able to lose 20 pounds, right? If you say something to your friends, I have a goal, I want to be able to lose 20 pounds, they say, you know what? You can't do that. You're not able to do that right now. Look at you. You need to lose way more than 20 pounds. Maybe they say that's going to take a month for you to do. That's going to take 2 years for you to do. It's too long. They are essentially speaking from their reality, not yours. So don't listen to that. Don't be bitter. Don't be angry with them, or don't try to prove them wrong. Right? That's one of the places where arrogance can come from. That's one of the things that I've learned. I've done that. And so when you hear that, think in your mind, okay, they're speaking. That's what they have done, but that's not my story. I want to lose this amount of pounds, and I'm going to get started tomorrow, right now. and then I'm going to set that goal, actionable steps, and I will get there, right? So again, don't be bitter, don't be angry, don't say I'm gonna prove them wrong, but be their friends and be friendly and say, you know what, that's okay. I'm gonna try this thing. I'm gonna do this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and do it, and go and write your story. They have theirs already, and they've written theirs. It's time for your story. Go forward.
That's a very intellectual way of saying you do you, right? Because sometimes we allow people to speak to us about us when they don't know us. So I don't know how many of you here, how you form your identities, but if you form it based on people, like you gotta be very careful, right? Because again, that's from their point of view. They don't have your parents, they don't have your health situation. So just be very mindful. Like for me, when I need a word about my situation, I turn to Christ, I turn to the Bible, because that's what I believe in. Like, if you don't know, for example, if I was an iron, right, and somebody picked me up from the streets and they didn't know how I functioned, that person wouldn't ask the iron and say, "Iron, what do you do?" Right? You go to the creator of the iron and ask, "What's the function of this iron?" So similarly, I was created by God. So if I don't know what my function is, if I don't know how a specific part of me works, then I ask my creator, how does this work and how am I supposed to function? So you gotta,
That's like what Miles Monroe. Go to the manufacturer. Right?
I absolutely copied that from him. And thank God, for his legacy, because even till today, right? He's been gone for what, 10 years? And he's still changing lives today. But yeah, that's exactly what he said. That's from his book.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, be careful. Do you have something else to say? Because I want to touch on something too that I
No, no, go ahead. That was my learning.
those were really good. Those were really
Yeah.
good. So for me, I think the one thing I kind of knew about it already, but it was just really like stamped on my mind is the different types of fears, the two types of fears. So there's a physical fear and then an intellectual fear. So physical fear is, oh, you don't want a lion to bite you. You don't want somebody to cut off your arm, right? Like those types of physical fears, like you will physically feel them.
Oh, physical primal fear.
Primal
Primal
fear,
fear.
physical primal fear,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So that's the one type of it, and then it serves us. That's the thing.
Yes.
Physical or primal fear.
yeah.
It serves you because that's what makes you jump if like there's a loud noise, right? Or it makes you duck if there's something going on behind you. So that's needed. The intellectual fears, though, are all made up. They're all in our heads, right? And they won't ever hurt us. Those things will never ever hurt us. They will only hurt us if we listen to them. So it was really so the three no well the two prominent speakers today were Rob Dial. So Rob Dial said he discussed the things about fear, and also Jay Shetty. Jay Shetty was awesome too. But Rob Dial, yeah, he was saying those fears hold people back more, right? The intellectual fears. And they're not real. And I kind of made it kind of reminded me of how opposite it is from faith. But they're kind of the same, right? So faith is the evidence of things not seen, right? But that's what the Bible says. But so is fear. You're those are things that you have in your head. You're imagining that it might happen, it could happen, but they never usually happen, right? And the hurt that you're trying to or that you think you're gonna get from that fear, most likely it never happens. So we're just living our lives in a very cautious way, and that's why people are stuck, right? Because we're not living in faith. Like we have a choice today, right? You're gonna believe in something that you don't see anyway. So why not side with faith? They both work the same, right? So side with faith because that's what's gonna open doors for you, the right doors. Fear is gonna help um like hold you back. So it was really good. I know this in my head already, but to hear somebody speak about it, it's just something. It gives a lot of weight.
And I want to add to that too, you know, because in some cases, the things that one thing you mentioned before I say that is fear with procrastination. Sometimes it comes with procrastination, and another word or phrase for procrastination is avoidant behavior. Right? You're trying to avoid something completely, so you go the other way. You do something else, right? And that sometimes we do that because of events or things that made us feel bad or hurt us in the past. So that fear, the story that we tell ourselves, is in here, right? Completely, and we're trying to avoid that from happening. Okay, we see that that reminds us of what happened before, so we create that and tell that story. Okay, I'm gonna go the other way when it's not real.
And Rob said, what's fascinating about human beings is that we can change like this. And Dave Ramsey says that too. If you want to change, you can change now, but you have to make the decision. Right? And um, the decision is instant, but the transformation is long. So you gotta stick to it, stick with it, and show up 1% a day consistently. Um, yeah, what else did you say about avoidant behavior? Oh, then I realized because I thought I was fear. I had a fear, um, and that's why I procrastinate. I don't know about you guys. For those of you who are listening or who will be listening to this on replay, what do you think is the reason why you procrastinate? Because we were asked that today.
We'll put it in the comments, please.
Yeah.
What's the reason why you procrastinate?
Yeah, what do you think? Like, is it because of fear? Is it because of something else? And I thought I was fearful, but or I was lazy. But when I was speaking to my husband about it, I realized that I just get so overwhelmed, like very easily. And that's why I procrastinate. Because, for example, if I'm making like some slides for presentation for our business community, for example, I dread it and I put it off to the very last minute because I don't wanna go into the trenches and actually do the work because whatever I have in my head, I have to put that all in writing, right? And then I have to organize my thoughts. There are a lot of steps involved with it, and compare that with running a household, running after the kids, doing their homework, homeschooling, whatever the case may be. It is a lot. So I thought it was freeing to me because I thought I was fearful or just being lazy, but it's actually not that. It's overwhelmed. So now I know what to do. I know how to counter that overwhelm. I have to take it in bite-sized pieces. So it's so like for you guys, I encourage you to ask yourself why you put off things, why do you avoid doing certain things, and then just do the opposite of it, right? And it's not so scary anymore or so big anymore if you can bite it, if you can break it down to bite-sized pieces. Yeah.
Yeah. And one of the important things, and it may not be the same for you in the watching right now or in the replay, but my wife talked about it. It's the same with me. When I talk about things, they become clearer and they become more revealing. She had to talk about it to get to that answer, that clarity. So if that's the way it may work for you, you may not like know, Test it, try it. Maybe it work for you. Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear. Okay. So those are the few of the things we wanted to share with you that we learned today and yesterday. And we hope to hear from you in the comments where you're watching from as well. And we will see you on the next Hope Worldwide. Hopefully one person learned one thing, something today. All right. Bye for now. Blessings.